Hey guys, welcome back. So today we are going to be talking about failure and how to redefine what it truly means. So failure is one of those lessons that we all have to deal with in life. Nobody is exempt from failure. So when we think of failure, we see it as something negative. We see it as something that no one wants to deal with. Everyone wants to push away. We want to hide it. We don't want to speak about it. We want to pretend that our failures and past losses in life, they didn't happen. But today, I'm hoping to change your perspective on how you see failure. See, when I think of failure, I think of it as life's biggest lessons. Without failure, you won't know victory. Without knowing how not to do it, you don't know how to do it, right? I think of failure as a course corrector. So you do something, you fail at it, and then you have an opportunity to get it right. You have another chance. And sometimes it takes some people, many chances. You have to do it again and again and again and again and again and again. But somewhere down the line, you wind up getting it right. That's my definition of failure. Course correcting, lessons, opportunities. There are experiences. There are not things in our past that we should hide or be shameful of, right? Failure is something that everyone goes through. Nobody is exempt. And when we share our stories about failure, we can help another get to their destination, get to their goal, help them avoid certain issues. I believe failure is more valuable than victories. I believe that we find our strength, our life, our determination, our motivation through failure. It's those times that we feel so defeated. It's those times that we feel like, why didn't this work out? Why didn't this go right? But that teaches us, that helps us grow. So without failure, there's no growth. Without failure, you will stay in the same position you always were. And you will walk through life with no experiences. You won't become wiser. So why is failure so shamed? It shouldn't be shamed. It should be celebrated. And it also needs to be redefined. When people go through things and they feel like they're a failure, they feel horrible, right? Their world has come to an end. So let's talk about redefining that mindset so you can start thinking about it in a positive light and see it as something that everyone goes through. You are not alone, and you know what? You will come out the other side and you will come out stronger. So my first step to redefining failure and changing your perspective is to always see failure as an opportunity. Everything that comes into your life is an opportunity. You have an opportunity to go towards it. You have an opportunity to accomplish it. You have an opportunity to conquer it. You have an opportunity to learn. That's how you have to think about failure. So failure is just another opportunity that's given to you to grow. That's an opportunity to learn, right? The best teachers is when you fail at something. When you fail at something and you do it yourself, that's the best way to learn how to correct. And you're not relying on anyone to do it for you. You are course correcting on your own. And those are lessons that you never, ever, ever forget. Always think as failure as a teacher. Think of it as a free education, a free teacher that you take around, a free teacher that you have in your background, that you have in your past. That's how you have to think about failure, right? When you think of a teacher, you think of that teacher who was wiser than you, right? Who showed you how to do certain things, who taught you, they guided you. That's how we define a teacher. I think about my greatest teachers. They didn't baby me. At times they didn't hold my hand. They were just like, this is what you need to do. You go figure it out. And if I made a mistake, I always had a second opportunity. I never had a teacher who never gave me a second opportunity to get it right. I got an F. I always had that opportunity to get it right. They always gave me that option. If you work harder and you do A, B, and C, I will consider upping your grade. If you work harder on this essay, I'll consider your grade. If you do extra book reports, I'll up your grade. If you do extra reading assignments, I will up your grade. So that's how you have to think about failure. Failure is just another teacher in your life. Failure is there to guide you. So if you get it wrong, right, you get that F, guess what? You got that second opportunity to go out there and get that A. You always have that lesson with you to go towards getting it right. 3, to redefining your mind is always see failure as an experience. That's all that failure is. It's just experiences of life. Experience of life that is shaping you into the person you are becoming. Without failure, without mistakes, right, you won't be able to course correct. You won't be able to go towards your best self. You won't be able to go towards your best life. You won't be able to make that extra effort, right? Sometimes it's not easy, and sometimes, you have to do it the hard way, but it is just another experience of life. Step 4 is always to think of failure as a stepping stone and prepping time to get you to where you need to be. It is just that time that's prepping you for what's to come, right? So a lot of the times failure humbles us. Sometimes our egos are way too big. And so failure comes in and says, hey, let me knock you off that high horse to bring you back down to reality and show you that you're not better than anyone else, right? The way I gave it to you, the way God has given you something, the way you got something from the universe, guess what? As easy as I have given it to you, I can take it away. I have the power. It's not up to you. So sometimes that's what failure does. It kind of just knocks you back down. And at the other token, it's always that stepping stone. When you go through failure after failure after failure after failure after failure, like, oh my God, how much can I take? But every morning you still get up and you still fight that good fight, right? You're still able to have that strength to continue and go towards what you want. You're still able to get out of that bed every single day. So think of failure as a strength. It's teaching you to endure the trials and tribulations of life. You need to be able to have that strength to get through life. Life is not easy. So the toughest people I know are the people who have endured the most. And that's why they are so strong. They had to have a strong mental resilience. They had to have the ability to saying, I am going to keep on going. I'm not going to let this stop me. I know that I'm good enough. I know that I'm worthy. I'm not going to let this person bring me down. I'm not going to let this scenario bring me down. I'm not going to let this obstacle stop me, right? Those people that I know that think like that is because they've been through so many failures in life, and it's humbled them, and it also has strengthened them. They are extremely strong individuals because they know what it is to fail. They know what it is to be on the other side and not have enough, not be enough, right? And now those experiences, those lessons, that teacher in life, those stepping stones has created a super powerful being. So that's how you have to think of failure. Everything that is happening to you is for a reason, and the reason is to get you to become the best version that you are meant to become in this lifetime. So that's how you need to think of failure. Redefine it. Stop thinking of it as something negative and think of it as something positive. So remember, you can never go towards the feet of victory without first standing at the head of loss. Okay? That's how you have to think about it. You can't get to one without the other. They come hand in hand. So embrace it. Understand why it's happening. Like I said, wear it as a badge of honor and be proud of every failure you had in life, because it is teaching you to become that best version of you were meant to become. So that's all I have for you guys today, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.